You ready for some foods?
Dwight's journey,
It's okay.
from ghost cat to gentle soul. I want to tell you about a cat who changed my life in a way I never expected. His name is Dwight, and when I first met him, he was more shadow than cat. He lived in the bushes by the road near my house, just a flicker of fur in the corner of your eye, vanishing the second you looked his way. He moved like a ghost, quiet and afraid, always ready to run.
What are you doing?
It was early spring when I saw him for the first time. He was skinny, hunched, with a look in his eyes I'll never forget. Tired, wary, and just lost. I couldn't even make eye contact without him bolting into the tall grass. But something about him stayed with me, so I started leaving food out. At first, I'd place the bowl far away and walk off, pretending not to watch. Minutes later, he'd sneak over, sniff, eat, and disappear again. It went on like that for weeks, silent little rituals from a distance. And then one day, something shifted.
What are you doing?
I left the food, sat down nearby, and didn't move. He didn't run. He looked at me. That was the first real moment between us. I said softly, "Hey there, buddy." I didn't expect much, but that tiny pause, that little bit of trust, meant everything.
Hi.
It took time, a lot of time, but slowly, Dwight began to let me closer. One day, he sniffed my outstretched hand. I didn't move. The next time, he brushed his nose against my fingers. I whispered, "Okay, I'm in," and I was.
You guys are seeing this in real time.
Soon, he was letting me pet him. Then one afternoon, as the sun was setting and everything felt soft and still, I picked him up for the first time. I'll admit it, I nearly cried. He didn't fight. He just leaned into me like he'd been waiting for that moment his whole life.
What are you doing, Dwight? Oh my goodness.
The vet said he was about 2 years old, but he had the tired eyes of an old soul. He was underweight, a little cold, and his eyes were inflamed. But when I put him in the carrier, instead of panicking, he curled up and relaxed, like he knew, finally, he was safe.
You're doing so good.
Dwight came home with me. He took over my office, picked the warm spot by the window above the radiator as his throne, and sat there for hours watching the street he used to call home. We got him a soft brush, and every time I scratched his belly, he'd roll over, purr, and stretch out like a kitten. The fear was gone. He started climbing into my lap, rubbing against my arms, nuzzling my face. The cat, who once looked at humans like they were monsters, now looked at me with complete trust. It was the kind of transformation you don't forget. Eventually, Dwight moved in with Jacqueline, a woman with the kindest heart I've ever met. She fosters animals just like Dwight, giving them the love and healing they need before they find their forever homes. And with her, Dwight truly blossomed. He follows her around the house, curls up beside her, and gazes at her like she hung the moon. Dwight was diagnosed with FIV, feline immunodeficiency virus. It means he'll need to be the only cat in the house, not because he's aggressive. He's a sweetheart, but because he could pass it to other cats. It doesn't make him any less lovable. If anything, it makes every moment with him more precious.
Now it's doing it.
I couldn't keep Dwight. I already have 5 cats. And Jacqueline didn't adopt him either, because she wants to keep her doors open for the next animal in need. But we both believe, deep in our hearts, that there's someone out there for Dwight. Someone who will love him the way he deserves to be loved. He's affectionate, patient, grateful in a way only a rescued animal can be. If you're thinking about adopting, I want to say this: don't overlook the quiet ones. the older ones, the scared ones who don't come running when you walk by their kennel, because sometimes the animal that hides in the corner is the one who will love you the hardest. Rescue animals may come with baggage, but they also come with the deepest kind of loyalty. They remember who gave them a second chance. So, if your heart's been thinking about it, about making room for just one more, maybe today's the day. You might just find your Dwight. And if you were touched by his story, please consider liking, sharing, or subscribing. There are so many more animals out there waiting for someone to believe in them, just like Dwight once did.